Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Rajwant Kaur from DAV College Jalandhar. Today we are going to talk on module Factors Affecting Marketing Decisions from paper Marketing Management. And after completing this module, you will be able to understand the term marketing decisions. Then you can explain the external factors affecting marketing decisions. You will be in a better position to describe the factors affecting marketing mix decisions. So, in today's cutthroat competition, marketers cannot take decisions at their own. The due consideration is to be made of various factors present in the environment in which it works. As every organization is affected by internal and external environment, so marketing decisions will be more effective if these are taken by considering various factors, whether internal or external, which may limit the efficiency of various marketing decisions taken. It will help in identifying the target market and serving it with profitable marketing mix. So when we talk about marketing decisions, so we know that the major task of marketing manager is to identify the target market and then to develop a marketing mix for the target market. So once the target market is decided, the marketer has to take decisions regarding the product, price, distribution, and promotion. So decisions regarding the marketing mix will affect the survival and growth of the firm. So these decisions should be taken after a thorough study of the environment and considering positive and negative impact of the various factors prevailing in the environment. Let us discuss now the factors affecting various marketing decisions. The discussion regarding various factors affecting marketing decisions, these can be carried out under two headings. First, we will discuss about the factors of marketing environment affecting marketing decisions in general, and then we will discuss about factors of environment affecting specific marketing decisions. The first category of factors, that is factors of marketing environment affecting marketing decisions in general. So these are so many. These are basically the external factors like demographic factors, economic factors, social and cultural factors, political and legal factors. Then technological factors also influence marketing decisions. Then ecological factors, competition, customer demand. These are the various factors which affect the market decisions in general. First of all, I am going to discuss about demographic factors. Demographic factors relates with the various characteristics of the population like age, knowledge. So these factors affect market decisions. Demand for the products and services, these changes with change in the age mix. For example, if there is decline in the birth rate and death rate, so many firms which are specialized in baby products, they will have to adjust their marketing plans and take decisions accordingly. So they cannot continue to make baby products and grow by manufacturing such products if there is decline in the birth rate and death rate. Similarly, increase in the educational levels make people more knowledgeable and aware of products and services. So the level of thinking of educated people, it is obviously different than the persons who are not so educated. So therefore the marketers, they have to take the marketing decisions for the target markets, population, their age, their knowledge, etc. accordingly. There are another factors which are basically the economic factors which affect marketing decisions. Generally, the high economic growth, it results in increased levels of employment and income. So it causes marketing boom in many industries if the level of employment increases and the income of the people increases. Similarly, recession or depression limits the purchase of durable or luxury goods due to reduction in consumer spending. Obviously, during the recession time, the purchasing power of people, it goes down. And if there is another opportunity, can be like liberal credit provided by the bank at affordable rates. So if such situation is there, then it will definitely provide for tremendous growth of market for consumer durables. Then there can be opportunity for the various industries. The various social and cultural factors include values, lifestyles, attitude, norms, and customs that characterize the society in which the organization operates. So, the marketing executives, while taking decisions, should focus on various aspects of social environment, that is, changes in lifestyle and social values, by emphasizing on quality goods, increasing preference for recreational activities. Then the concern for social issues, that is socially responsible marketing policies, safety of products, pollution control, and they will have to consider the growing consumerism, that is consumer oriented marketing. So as far as political and legal factors are concerned, so marketing decisions are also influenced by these factors like custom duties, import export policies, political interests, then legislation controlling and protecting the physical environment, marketing competition, and consumer interests can never be ignored by the marketers. So anti-pollution laws, laws to control marketing, and Consumer Protection Act, these all influence the marketing decisions. Again, the technological factors are equally important, and these factors do affect the marketing decisions. So technological forces basically lead to changes in lifestyles and buying patterns of the consumers. So the marketing executives, they have to take the decisions by relating changing values, lifestyle patterns, and changing technology to market opportunities for profitable sales in particular market segments, and obviously for the firm's sustainability. Then comes ecological factors. Ecology basically deals with the nature. So now the marketing system of an organization, they this system has now to satisfy not only the consumer wants, but also the societal wants of a clean environment, as such clean environment may be adversely affected by the various industrial activities. So the marketers, they will have to take care of this thing, that is to protect the environment and to provide clean environment to the society. So their decisions should not affect in any way the nature, or it should not create danger for the nature. Competition and customer demand, these factors, these are external factors and they have significant influence on the marketing decisions. Competitors, they significantly affect the marketing decisions of the firm regarding selection of target markets, marketing channels, suppliers, and very importantly, the marketing mix which can be provided. So the marketers, they will have to take care about the level of competition available so that they can provide a profitable marketing mix in the target market. And then obviously customer demand, that is to be taken care of, and it affects the marketing decisions. So today's marketing, it begins and ends with the customers. So first of all, customers, that is markets, are identified, and then marketing programs for target markets in the form of appropriate marketing mix, these are developed. So in today's scenario, marketing decisions should respond to customer needs and desires in all respects. We will discuss those factors of environment, the factors of environment which affect the specific marketing decisions. So product, price, distribution and promotion. So these are the specific marketing decisions, and obviously these decisions, marketing decisions, are affected by various external and internal factors. So first we will take up the factors which affect the product decisions. First, very important component of promotion mix, marketing mix. Product decisions extend to the decisions regarding product design, a product line, branding, packaging, labeling, and after sales services. So these are the basically decisions which are taken regarding the product. So product design decision is influenced by production capacity, available capital, then use, external appearance required, and the service requirements. Similarly, the availability of required manpower, funds, production capacities, market demand, and competition. These affect the diversification decisions of the firm. Then comes the decisions regarding after sales services or guarantees. So these decisions are influenced by the demand of customers, cost involved, and the services provided by the competitors. Similarly, packaging decisions, these are affected by the nature of the product, advertising value, legal requirements, protection requirements of the product, and the cost involved. So after discussing the product decisions, let us discuss about various factors which affect the pricing decisions. So pricing decisions, these are affected by internal as well as external factors. So the various internal factors which affect the pricing decisions are number one, pricing objectives. So every pricing decision, it is influenced by pricing objectives of the company, which may be price stability, sales maximization, profit maximization, meeting competition, or earning a target rate of return. So marketers should fix the prices in such a way that pricing objectives are achieved as far as possible. Then cost of production. Cost is again an important consideration or the factor which affect the pricing decisions. So both cost and price, they have a close relationship. Many companies use cost plus method, while some companies, they also use a demand or competition based method for price fixation. So whatever may be the method of pricing, the aim should be to cover the cost of production and make some surplus. Therefore, product cost should be given due consideration at the time of determining its price. So this is one factor which affects the pricing decision, that is cost of production. Another factor is product life cycle. Every product passes through different stages, that is introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. So each stage of product life cycle has a great influence on pricing decisions. So prices should be consciously decided during each stage to achieve the marketing objectives. The pricing decisions are also influenced by marketing mix. Like for effective results, pricing decisions should be coordinated with product, place, and promotion decisions. For example, a firm wishing to increase price may add new features to the product or increase the promotional expenditure. Like if the companies, they dealing in cars, if they want to increase the price of cars, they will have to add new features just to justify that the price has been increased because of these features. So obviously pricing decisions are influenced by marketing mix. Then pricing policies, these also affect pricing decisions. So due consideration of pricing policies should be taken while fixing the prices. Then product differentiation. Obviously, the product which is unique, differentiated, marketer can fix higher prices for their unique product or better quality or attractive packages. So they can fix higher prices. Customers, they are willing to pay more price for the highly differentiated product. So if the product differentiation is there, so pricing decision can be taken accordingly and prices can be fixed at a higher level. The pricing decisions are not only affected by internal factors, there are certain external factors too, like competition. So competition affects the prices decisions of management. Management can fix higher price, low or same as that of competitors' price depending upon the nature and intensity of competition. Similarly, economic conditions like inflationary or deflationary conditions prevailing in the economy do affect the pricing decisions. During inflation, high prices are fixed to meet the rising costs. Then government regulations, these are important and these affect pricing decisions. The firm has to set prices within the framework of government regulations. In case the prices are fixed by the government, it has no choice than to accept it. So the government has framed laws to restrict monopoly and unnecessary price hikes. Thus, a firm cannot fix higher prices at its own. Among the various factors, external factors affecting pricing decisions, distribution channel is also one. The use of intermediaries like wholesalers, retailers, distributors, sole agent for distributing the goods. It is an important factor that influences pricing decisions. So longer the channel of distribution, that is distributor, wholesaler, retailers, these intermediaries are used, then higher will be the prices. And the vice versa. That is, if the channel is smaller, so prices can be fixed low. But it does not mean the shorter channel should be used always so as to fix low price of the product. Rather, a sound channel management is required. Then image of the company, it also affects pricing decisions. Market image of the organization in terms of reliability, quality, durability, after sales services, product mix, and technology. So these affect its pricing decisions. An organization enjoying better image among customers, they can fix higher price. Then consumer behavior. Consumer behavior has impact on pricing decision of an organization. His buying pattern affects. If the consumers buy the product frequently, so lower price may be fixed. Ultimately, in totality, it will result in more sales and high overall profit. Suppliers also, this is one factor which affect the marketing decisions. So suppliers, price of the product is as fixed by the suppliers for the raw materials or various fabricated products. If they increase the prices of raw materials or the fabricated parts, obviously the manufacturers, they are forced to raise the price of the product. Again, elasticity of demand, price elasticity of demand, it has considerable influence on pricing decision. If the demand of the product is elastic, then a firm has to fix lower price, and on the contrary, if the demand is inelastic, higher price may be fixed. So the factors affecting place or distribution decisions are many, but before discussing those factors, it is important to know that distribution or placed functions, these can be demand oriented functions or supply oriented functions. So demand oriented distribution functions, these refer to operations of distribution channels, and supply-oriented functions constitute the physical distribution system of the organization. So when we will discuss about the factors, we will discuss these factors in two categories. That is the factors affecting physical distribution system of the organization and the factors affecting the distribution channel decisions. So the factors which influence the physical distribution system are a liquidity position of the company, then size of the market. It may influence the physical distribution system to be followed by the organization. Then product distribution channels and facilities available. So these are the factors which will influence the physical distribution system decisions. So now I'm going to discuss these factors step by step. So first factor is liquidity position. Physical distribution is definitely, it is affected by firm's liquidity position. A firm which is facing cash crunch, it will opt for holding low level of inventory and faster transportation, because it wants to have quick recovery of the amount invested in producing the product. Then shortage of funds may also necessitate firm to opt for centralized dispatching. Such firms may also opt for less sophisticated material handling system. So the firms which are facing cash crunch, so they cannot use modern sophisticated material handling system due to the limitation of funds. Then size of the market. Market size influences the physical distribution system. Distribution facilities tend to be focused in the markets with high consumer density. Similarly, distribution facilities are dispersed when there is large but scattered market. A product, obviously the choice of physical distribution is also governed by product. In case of highly perishable goods, so these are required to be dispatched quickly to the markets, but it may involve high transportation costs. So there are a lot of transportation and handling concerns of perishable and fragile products. So these are to be taken while taking the transportation decisions. Further, the product cost, it may influence inventory decisions. A low inventory is usually preferred for highly or high value products. However, large inventory can be kept for goods of small value. Product line also influences inventory decisions, as wide range of products are difficult to handle in warehouse. Physical distribution decisions are also influenced by distribution channels used by the organization. Like direct selling, it will lead to large inventory, small order handling, and decentralized warehousing. However, an organization will have distribution cost economies when it uses services of wholesalers. So if it is not going for direct selling and using the services of wholesalers, it can avail advantages of bulk deliveries, low inventory, and less warehousing cost. Then availability of facilities are important while deciding about the physical distribution of the goods. So facilities can be like handling equipment, transport, warehouse. So sometimes handling equipment, a mode of transport, and space of warehouse are not available in the desired shape in case of equipment, at desired time in case of transport, and in desired size in case of warehouse. So then the company cannot use at its own any mode of transport or any type of warehouse, big or small, or sophisticated or manual handling equipments. So the company or the firm has to compromise on these facilities. So after discussing about the physical decision regarding the physical distribution system, I'm going to discuss about distribution channel decisions. These decisions are affected by product, market, middlemen, competitors, and marketing environment. Product features like type, value, and usage play a significant role in designing and selecting a channel. Custom-made products require direct distribution to industrial user or consumer. Perishable goods require special handling and storage. A shorter and controlled channel can be used for distribution of such goods, and durable and standardized goods will require longer channel. Bulky products will tend to be benefited from a shorter channel, whereas expensive products need specialized channel system with showroom and financial strength. Then comes market. For consumer market, longer distribution channel will be preferred, whereas in business market, a shorter channel will be desirable. If the market size is small, then direct selling will tend to benefit. However, the large market may require a longer distribution channel. Then the geographically concentrated markets may be approached through direct selling. Widely scattered markets will need longer distribution channel. Middlemen middlemen also affect the various marketing decisions. Then financial strength, infrastructure, facilities, image, and services of the intermediaries. These are important considerations to make a right decision for distribution channels. Then comes competitors. So channel design strategies, these are influenced by preference of competitor for distribution system. A company may adopt the similar channels, or it may avoid the channels dominated by rivals and make use of exclusive distribution system. Then next is marketing environment. Again, it is very important. The prevailing environment may influence the preference for distribution channel. A company will prefer shorter and cheaper channel during recession. However, a long channel may be used during boom period. Technical innovations also affect the pattern of channels. For instance, the cold storage facilities, these have made possible the distribution of dairy products or other perishable goods at distant places and enable the companies to use middlemen. Now, one important components of the marketing mix is promotion. So, the factors which affect the promotion decisions as marketing decisions of the organization, these are nature of product, a target market, availability of funds, then type of buying decisions, push and pull strategy, nature of product. So personal selling is best suited for selling industrial products. Industrial goods can be promoted through sales, engineer, or journals. Specialty products should be promoted through selective media like journals, personal selling. Then convenience products are there, and these are mass selling consumer goods. So these can be promoted through radio, newspaper, or television. Then another factor which affects the promotion mix decisions, that is target market. So sex, age, and background of target market, it will determine the use of promotional tools. Like toys or cosmetics can be promoted through television, depending upon the composition of the target market. That is for infants, for children products. So toys and cosmetics, these can be well promoted through television, and obviously newspaper will have no use in that case. A convenience product which is targeted at rural market, it would require the use of customer education. So in such markets, advertising supported by personal selling, it will help in boosting the sales. Then comes about the availability of funds at the disposal of the firm or company or the marketers. So in case of new entrants, they may lack funds to use advertising, personal selling or sales promotion tools. So they can go for publicity to create awareness among the customers. So if the established firms do not face any financial crunch, they can adopt any promotional tool. Then type of buying decisions, these also affect the promotion mix decisions. Complex buying decisions, these require assurance and conviction. So personal selling is best suited in such cases. Whereas simple routine nature buying decisions require just a reminder communication to maintain brand recall. So consumer sales promotions should be used to keep customers interested in the brand. Then push and pull strategy to be followed by the organization. It will affect the promotion mix decision. Push strategy, it aims at assisting dealers in increasing sales, whereas the purpose of pull strategy, it is to encourage customers or the end users. So a company that wants to use pull strategy, it should use advertising or sales promotion. But if a company which is opting push strategy must go for personal selling. However, a company can use a combination of different promotional tools when push and pull strategy is followed by it. So students, let us now summarize what we have learned in this module. A marketing manager, he has to take decisions regarding target market and marketing mix. So there are various factors present in the micro and macro environment that affect marketing decisions, such as demographic factors, economic factors, social factors, political and legal factors, technological factors, competition and customer demand. So these factors affect managers' decisions regarding market segmentation, target market and marketing mix. There are various external and internal factors which affect a specific marketing decision, that is product, price, distribution and promotion. Then product design decision, it is influenced by production capacity, available capital, use, external appearance, required and service requirements. The availability of required manpower, funds, production capacities, market demand and competition affects the diversification decisions of the firm. Decisions regarding after sales services or guarantees, these are influenced by the demand of customers, cost involved and services provided by the competitors. Packaging decisions are affected by nature of the product, advertising value, legal requirements, protection requirements of the product and cost involved. Pricing decisions, these are affected by various factors like pricing objectives, cost of production, product life cycle, marketing mix, differentiation, competition, economic conditions, government regulations, distribution channels, etc. So there are numerous factors which influence the physical distribution system, such as liquidity position of the company, size of the market, product distribution channels, and availabilities of the facilities. Distribution channel decisions, these are affected by a product, market, middleman, competitors, and marketing environment. However, the promotion decisions, these are influenced by the nature of product, stages of product life cycle, age and background of target market, type of buying decisions, and availability of funds. The marketers should give due consideration to each factor, study the pros and cons associated with each factor, and then take rational marketing decisions. Thank you.